Hello, race fans. This is Brain from GameBrain.media, and welcome to the Subscriber 500, where we are racing to 500 subscribers as soon as possible. We have been running the WTCC 2010 Championship in the game Race 07 using a mod called Race Remaster. All this stuff is in a previous slide. I think you can all read. So you can see that, okay, I got through the first three sections of the championship. That's in black. But then I tried to fix some 4K settings and stutter that was happening to my game capture. And it said that I abandoned the championship, or I abandoned Croft, and it gave me 0 points. Well, that's not going to stand. So I'm finishing this off, and I'm scoring my championship manually just because I screwed up. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen to you. You can create a custom championship, carry on, and have fun. I'm going to show you more of this later down the road when we do other things with the Race 07 Ultra mod. Holy cow, you cannot believe what's in there and what's coming up in terms of content based on that particular game. But some of you may be asking, if you're new to the series, what the hell? Why are you playing Race 07? It's 17 years old, dude. But it runs in 4K and it looks fantastic. And this is a particular mod called Remaster. So it has improved shader model, greater color saturation, and I don't know, just overall better color, I'm telling you. In addition to that, it's got updated track surroundings, like not necessarily, there's still cardboard people around the track, but who cares about that? There's different billboards and signs and stuff, maybe like that. Anyway, I just ran Croft, and it's a super fun little tight track, little kinky track. 180-degree U-turn, hairpin. Everything else is just a good, fast, kinky, sweeping track. And now, coming up next is Knockhill. That's what we're about to do right now. And I will return to the screen. I will update the settings at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's race. All right, so since I had a season in here, and I went to customize, and I picked a bunch of tracks. But like I said, that got blown away because I was doinking around with graphics settings, and I should have been just doing that in a quick race. So today we're going to have to use the quick race feature. And let's see, can we get a track map for Knockhill? Oh, I hope so. Well, if not, nope, I guess there isn't a track map for Knockhill, but we're going to play it anyway. We're doing the WTCC. You can find a full explanation about this on my previous previous video about the track Croft. And I'm just going to try to jump through this and make things fun and interesting and fast flowing for viewers. And there's my custom painted car. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. There's no preview JPEG, so there wasn't even a preloaded look. Like, we have no idea what this track looks like. All right, so we're not going to have to run through this, or we don't need to do this, but I'm starting in second position just because the game is not telling up my championship position. But here we go. Rolling start. Once we trip the line, game on. Race on. I want to be first in the first turn. You know what? I was first into the first turn. I had the whole shot. But I think it's way more fun when you're actually racing cars instead of just jumping out to lead and running laps, right? So we're just going to try to fight our way through this, see if we can get to the front. And if not, I can always restart. I don't have to update my points standings because this isn't, oh, really, the championship. Even when you're running the championship, I should have hit return to the pits, and no, that's in NASCAR heat. I don't know. Totally my fault. Oh, look at that! I didn't even touch him. Oh, and he touched me. All All right, I'm going to try to remember to race the way I was talking about in the previous at Croft is carry momentum and don't be so stabby. Stab on the brakes and stab on the gas. Okay, as I continue to pitch my way forward and backward, brakes, gas, getting through those turns. All right, so now I'm gaining on the leader, and we are on the second lap. I don't even remember going through these series of turns on the first lap, but when you have a bunch of cars in front of you, it's you focus on different things. All right, so now here's a U-turn, 180 degree hairpin. Oh, dude, I remember this track now. No, it's a different track. There's a lot of series of corners at different tracks that feel so familiar, and no, that's a different track. Happens to me all the time. All right, so now is where we really need to get in the flow and focus on letting off the gas rather than stabbing the brakes. And, okay, occasionally you do need brakes. Anyway, if you go off track, it's not the end of the world. It adds to the fun because now you're playing catch-up. Rather than just, being so far out front. So that's where it comes into changing the game settings, moving away from rookie to semi-pro kind of settings. I can't remember what they call them specifically in this game. I always forget. Every game calls them something different, right? You get rookie, semi-pro, and pro, or you get novice, amateur or novice, and then you get intermediate. Different terms in every game you play, man. So anyway, you move up through the easy racing modes to the harder racing modes, and eventually you work your way up to having the skill to run full sim settings. There are other people who advocate jump in at full sim settings, otherwise you suck. Okay, that's your opinion, bro. Carry on. See you later. So, I do and have run full sim settings a lot in a lot of different games, but you got to be in that one game and stay in that one game. I used to swap back and forth between, I'd play R Factor one day, then I'd play Race 07, or my buddy was online, so then we'd play Toka 2 because he didn't have the other games. And so, you're switching around between vehicles, and they all handle and feel differently from game to game to game to game to game. Anyway, here we are on the final lap, and I am in the lead, which is great. Oh, I hit the brakes a little too hard right there. Wasn't carrying momentum. Didn't do enough early braking. They're pretty close to me. I haven't broke out a lead. Oh, yeah, that coming over that little hump, it will unweight the rear end of your car. That's why I lost the rear end and went off roading last time around. Now I'm being a little paranoid. All right, here we go into the hairpin. Now you don't have to come to a full stop. You can carry as much momentum as you can through this thing. Oh yeah, he gained on me big time. I had some slide. I lost some time. And here we have the finish line. Ta-da. Very well done. I love that guy. He's always so positive. Well, unless you lose. All right, there we go. 10 points for finishing first. Overall lap time, or overall race time was 5:22. And they don't tell us. Here, let's look at timing. Average speed was 70 miles an hour around the track, and each sector was 19 seconds in Sector 1, Sector 2, and then the total lap time is 102s. All right, so I shaved that down from the last couple of races that I've done, but not by much. 102 is a lot closer to the 58-second lap time that I quoted you before, and that might be possible in a Porsche, which is sticks to the frickin' track like glue. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Croft. Yeah, I was talking about that in the last video about Croft and the different lap times and different vehicles that I've used. So, anyway, congratulations. I won the race. Yay for me. And I finished first overall. Yay. And, here's the results. It's not like they're totaling up our championship standings. I have to do that manually, so let's do that now. All right, so here we are. I have fixed or added my results from Knockhill. I have finished the custom championship with 5 tracks of my own selection and a car of my own selection in Race 07 Remaster. You can see we just ran Knockhill. I came in first. I got me 10 points. I was first overall in the championship standings with 44 points from the accumulated races. And there you go. Like I said, the game does all this scoring for you when you make a custom championship, as long as you don't screw up and leave in the middle. If you need to stop, play 2 or 3 races and then stop before loading the next game. And what I did was I loaded the next game, I ran it, but then I had stutters, and then I tried to back out, and it said, oh, you quit the game, or you quit the race. Damn it, I screwed up. But that'll happen to you, man. Just realize it can happen to you. It may not happen to you, but great game. Highly recommend it. It's $4 on Steam. You can be played with a gamepad, and you can't go wrong. It'll run on an old piece of junk PC because it's from the year 2007. You don't have to run it at 4K. I'm running it at 4K. I'm recording it at 4K. I'm uploading it at 4K to my YouTube channel. And a lot of people will play the game in 1080p or 1920 by 1080 or even 1280 by 720. Dude, it still looks phenomenal. It will be fun. Hopefully I've convinced you to buy this $4 game. Get some mods. Get a gamepad, because you can play with the gamepad. In fact, you don't even need mods. The game for $4 is fantastic and fun, and you will enjoy it. And especially if you have like a 17-inch monitor and you can only run 1280 by 720, this is a 17-year-old video game. It will run on your potato PC, dude. That's why I'm playing this. Well, that's not why I'm playing this game. I'm playing this game because I've loved it. And back in the day, I had a small monitor. I had to run low resolution, but I still played. I got 200 hours in this game. And, I might have paid $20 for it, but big deal. I got my money's worth. Now, it's 17 years later. I have a big 4K monitor, 55-inch TV, really. But 60 megahertz refresh rate, 60 hertz refresh rate, and I get 200 frames per second in the game, even running it at 4K. And I've installed graphics mods with enhanced shaders and enhanced color saturation and enhanced track surrounding object. I don't think it's really higher, geometry in the 3D objects surrounding the track, but they just look better. They've been retextured, or they've just been enhanced because the shaders make them look better. Anyway, great game. Hope you had fun. I always do, and that's the whole point of everything in life. Have fun. Carry on. GameBrain is gone.